Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Marianne Elise and I teach people how to change life by changing their thoughts. And today I'm going to teach you something absolutely fucking valuable. I've used it time and time and time again. I've used it on my clients time and time and time again. I've used it on my family, my friends. This right here has helped countless people and it's going to help you as well. You're going to use this time and time and time again. You're going to keep coming back every time that you recognize that, oh my God, that's another limiting belief that I have. That's another negative thought that I have about myself. You're going to come back to this video and you're going to rewrite it. Go get pen and paper, or if you're the type of person who likes to take notes on like your phone or an iPad or a laptop, something like that, go get something that's obviously not the device that you're watching on, because we are going to do this. Pause the video if you need to and come back. Right, so when we question these beliefs, there's 4 questions that I've got here, and it's going to help you to dig to the bottom of it and release it. It's going to help you question like, why do I even believe that about myself? And by the time you get to the end, you'll be like, I can't believe that I actually thought that about myself and took it on as such a strong belief. But don't judge yourself, because we all do it. A lot of them go back to like when we're a child and we hear things. Sometimes the things that we can take on, it's not even from somebody saying something to us about us. It's more often than not, it's when we hear somebody saying something about somebody else that we associate with us. So, for example, you could have brown hair, and you could have heard somebody saying when you were young, I don't like people with brown hair, I think they're ugly. So then you're like, I've got brown hair, does that mean I'm ugly? And then you constantly like dye your hair different colours so that your natural colour doesn't come through. That's just an example, but there'll be lots of different reasons why we've each taken on our different negative thoughts and beliefs about ourselves. So you might already have a certain belief or thought about yourself right now that you already have in mind that you want to change. For those of you who don't, and for the sake of this, I'm going to choose one for you to go through this, and it's a really common one in society, and it's that I am ugly. And the reason we know that this is so common in society is because the beauty industry is a multi-billion-dollar industry. If people thought that they were beautiful, they wouldn't be getting surgery, they wouldn't be getting filler, they wouldn't be getting Botox, you wouldn't be seeing all these bodybuilders putting themselves through extreme abuse. They're literally anorexics with muscles. There's females who I know who've done bodybuilding shows, and towards the end, as they were getting closer to the show, they just stopped getting a period because their body just wasn't healthy enough for them to be able to produce that. When you're taking your body to the extreme like that, it's not because you're thinking, I'm fucking beautiful, me. It's like, I've got to be better, I'm not good enough. And sometimes it can come out in your face. You might get loads of filler, or you could just be a man who thinks, I'm going to be strong. I'm going to be strong. Or you might be female and think, oh, you know, it could literally start off as, I'm fat, my butt's not big enough. And then next thing you know, fucking hell, you're doing a show and you've got no periods. So here we go. Not that I'm saying all bodybuilding is bad, only when it's taken to the extreme. There's obviously healthy ways of doing things, and there's obviously people who go to the gym and they do it very healthily. So let's start with, I'm ugly. Okay, so the first question that you're going to ask yourself to reprogram this is there any rational reason for such a belief? What's the rational reason behind believing that you're ugly? So now I can imagine now you're reeling all shit out. I've got bad skin. Oh my God, my teeth are crooked. They're not white enough. Oh my God, I've got a wonky nose. All these kind of crazy things. I used to have those thoughts about myself as well. And now, thankfully, I can say that when I look in the mirror, I look at myself and I think, you are beautiful, I am beautiful. And don't get me wrong, I still look at myself and I see my imperfections. I went to point them out there, but Previously, I would have saw those imperfections and I would have judged myself for them. Whereas now I understand that it really is our imperfections that make us beautiful. It really, really is. For me, I would rather be uniquely beautiful, for example, Margot Robbie, than looking like everybody else. Like, sounds like I'm being mean here, but I'm not. Please don't take this personally. But a lot of girls who get filler, they all end up with the same face. They all just want to look like Kim Kardashian, Kylie Jenner, and they all get the exact same work done that they're getting done. Oh, I've noticed that they've got their jaw done. Oh, I've got, and then they all end up with the same face. That's not beautiful. I'm sorry. You need to stop doing it. It's your imperfections that make you beautiful. Looking like somebody else and having a face like somebody else doesn't make you beautiful, makes you insecure, right? So start questioning this. What rational, and I'm saying rational because one thing wrong with you doesn't make you ugly. Oh, you've got big ears. You're not ugly. You've just got big ears. Chill the fuck out. Do you know what I mean? Like, stop judging yourself. You're the biggest judge of yourself, yeah? So then next, what we're going to ask ourselves is, could it be that you're mistaken in this belief? Hell to the fucking yeah. Yeah. Of course you're mistaken in that belief because you're not ugly, you're beautiful. You've allowed other people's opinions to get into your head. So thirdly now, would you come to the same conclusion about another person in a similar situation? So if somebody who you really loved come to you, especially if, for example, your beliefs about yourself, for example, you might be thinking, I've got big ears. You might have a family member who you really love who also has big ears. And if they come to you and said to you, oh my God, I'm so ugly because I've got big ears, what would you say to them? Say that to yourself. Just because someone's got big ears doesn't make them ugly. Just because somebody doesn't have a perfectly straight nose, it doesn't make them ugly. Sometimes a lot of the imperfections that we have, other people don't even see them. A girl who I know, she is beautiful. And I recently saw that she'd had some like surgery on her nose, some like, well, not surgery, like some filler put in here to make her nose appear straighter. And until I saw that before and after, I'd never, ever, ever looked at her and thought, your nose could do with being straighter. Like, I'd never even noticed that there was anything wrong with it. But obviously, there's something in her head that thinks there was something wrong with the nose when there wasn't. It was beautiful. So then, now, lastly, why should you continue to act and feel like this were true if there's no good reason to believe it? Give me one good reason now why you believe that you're ugly. It's like I'm waiting for someone to reply to me. It's not going to happen, is it? You've got no good reason. By the time you've got to hear now, you should know there's absolutely no good reason for you to believe that. So if that's the case, why are you going to continue thinking it? Why are you going to continue acting in ways that tell your brain and your subconscious mind and everybody else in the world that you think you're ugly? Stop acting like it, and your brain's going to stop thinking it. Just stop, okay? But this is the end of it now. What I want you to do, I know that some of you out there will have these beliefs that are so deeply, deeply, deeply ingrained within you. It's not going to be as easy as that. You're going to have to do a lot of work. Some people will go through that and they'll be like, fucking hell. Oh, did I ever believe that? Like, once you question it, really, but some people are so deeply insecure that it takes a lot more work. One thing I will suggest is if you've got to the end of that and you still strongly have that belief and it hasn't worked on you at all, see a therapist. And I know that that will trigger a lot of people and they'll be thinking, you cheeky cunt. But that's not the case. I believe that everybody should have therapy multiple times throughout their life because we all go through multiple traumatic events. Yeah. So that's not me having a go at you. That's just me saying, get some therapy, because you need to do a little bit more psychological work on yourself than just asking yourself a few questions. But for those of you that's worked for, mwah, I'm so happy and I'm so grateful that it's helped you today. But if you do want any further help, please feel free to put things in the comments and I'll help as many people as I possibly can to rewrite these beliefs, because once you comment saying things, I can then see what's in your mind and your actual thoughts and beliefs about yourself. Then I can help you to reprogram that. So thanks very much for everyone who tuned in today. It would be marvellous if you could give me a thumbs up, a like, a share would be even better. It's great for the algorithm and it just helps other people to find my channel so that they too can learn that they can change their life by changing their thoughts.